What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the certifiably suave Dr. Disaster, and I recently had a number of people comment on some of my previous videos covering Dragon Age The Veilguard and how I predict that the game will not sell very well, and they were bragging about how the game has now gone gold, as if that had something to do with sales numbers, and this movie clip here was the first thing that popped into my head.
Well, I guess I'm a little out of my league here.
Oh, there is just one more thing.
Yeah, for those of you who might not know, going gold in the video game industry does not have anything to do with sales numbers like it does in the music industry. A game has gone gold when the developers are finished working on it. So this is the opposite of a brag for Dragon Age. Generally speaking, it's a bit worrisome when a game has not gone gold until a few weeks before release. This means that developers were still scrambling to fix the game. It doesn't always mean bad things, mind you, but it is a classic warning sign for a game filled with warning signs, though the media is still trying to spin it like this is a positive.
Please disperse! Nothing to see here!
But speaking of warning signs, we're just finding out that Erika Ishii, the voice actor for Ghost of Yotei, is a voice actor for the main character of Dragon Age The Veilguard. You remember Erika, right? She's the person who claims she is all genders on her Twitter bio while posting absolutely unhinged, progressive political crap at every turn. We wondered why she had preemptively blocked so many of us in the Gamergate sphere when Ghost of Yotei was just announced, and it was because she has seen us rightfully shred her other major project here, and people like this just can't stand criticism, they can't stand disagreement. It's no wonder that Erika was hired, though, by the self-proclaimed queerosexual gendermancer that directed The Veilguard. They have a lot in common.
What the hell is even that?
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, where I keep a list of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle on the platform is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyways, Dragon Age The Veilguard is absolutely littered with warning signs that this is not a game that will appeal to most gamers. The first warning sign happened all the way back during the summer when the reveal trailer was released and we saw what sort of tone these bozos were going for at BioWare. The trailer was campy, with bright and cheerful colors, and they treated the story like it was an Ocean's 11-styled heist movie or something like that, leading people to describe the trailer as a Fortnite heist. For a game based on the Dragon Age IP, this is entirely unacceptable. It's an amazing departure from the dark fantasy world that Dragon Age always used to be. But then, we kept hearing from the makers of the game about how this was going to be the queerest game ever. They bragged about this shit repeatedly, and we highlighted how they are clearly more interested at BioWare in the political statements and shit like that than they are the story and the gameplay and the things that gamers actually want to see in their video games. It was no surprise then when we saw the character creator, whose max chest size for a female character allowed only an A cup. Basically, all characters in Dragon Age The Veilguard are being forced to look like androgynous stick figures. But of course, they do permit you to add things like cellulite, they allow you to add top surgery scars. But basically, with all that in mind, it comes as no surprise that the game just went gold. We are about 3.5 weeks away from the release of this thing, and they just finished making it. For reference, Space Marine 2 went gold about 2 months before that game was released. But on the other hand, to be fair, Black Myth Wukong went gold only 2 weeks before release, so it isn't always a telltale sign that things are gonna go bad when they go gold late in the game, but there's 2 major differences between something like Black Myth Wukong and Dragon Age. First of all, Black Myth did not release any physical copies of the game. They didn't have to put their game onto disc, so it was much less of a big deal for them. Dragon Age basically waited until the last possible minute to announce they had gone gold, giving themselves just enough time to get those discs made without pushing back their release date. This is an indicator that the game will be a buggy mess when it comes out. But here is the second difference between Dragon Age and Black Myth. Dragon Age has been in development for 10 freaking years. After a decade, you would think they'd be more prepared to call this thing done and release it to the world. But even after all that time, they needed every possible day to push the game out and make it ready for gamers. Once again, this is a strong indicator that they were more focused on stupid, progressive crap to appeal to the so-called modern audience, and they were less interested in making a fun game. With that said, it's no wonder that they would have Erika Ishii as part of their voice actor stable. This is bad for Ghost of Yotei. Their main actor now has the stench of Dragon Age on her now. Just another reason to be concerned that Yotei is gonna be a stinker. But in any event, Dragon Age is at least making some progress in sales. On the Steam chart, they finally broke into the top 100 for the top sellers on Steam, being at number 71 at the time of this recording. So that's something, I guess. My sources, who run retail stores that sell video games, are reporting that sales have picked up a bit on Dragon Age pre-sales. The one person runs 9 stores, and until a few days ago, they only had 7 pre-orders. That's not 7 per store, mind you, that is 7 total. But now they've jumped up to 11 pre-orders. This tells us the game is gaining traction, but it is still tracking a bit behind where Star Wars Outlaws was tracking 3 weeks before its release. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Do you think there are enough people out there who will automatically consume this product without thinking just because it says Dragon Age in the title?
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop some mockery of this stupid game into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.